Thank you, Anne. I too acknowledge and celebrate the First Nations people on whose traditional lands we meet, the Ngunnawal Ngambri people, and pay respects to elders past and present. On behalf of the Australian National University and together with our Vice-Chancellor Professor Brian Schmidt, I welcome you here to Llewellyn Hall, a capacity audience, and of course to those joining us online, particularly the students from 21 universities across Australia. I acknowledge the presence of the Honourable Tim Watts, the Assistant Minister for Foreign Affairs, Senator Simon Birmingham, the Leader of the Opposition in the Senate, and Senator David Van, and other distinguished guests and members of our diplomatic corps, and particularly His Excellency, the Ambassador of Ukraine, Vasyl Miroshnichenko. Russia's invasion of the sovereign and independent state of Ukraine on the 24th of February this year was an affront to humanity and to freedom. Many people have lost their lives. Many more have been injured. Communities are suffering. Cities and towns have been ravaged, and the destruction continues. While Russia's invasion evoked dark and grisly memories of previous conflicts when sovereign boundaries were redrawn through the use of military force, this is also a direct challenge to the international rules-based order that has evolved since the Second World War, that network of treaties and conventions and norms underpinned by international law designed to prevent nations imposing their will on other nations through coercion and military might. Russia is a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council and thus has a particular responsibility to uphold international peace and security. Yet its actions have betrayed the trust of every nation around the world. Of course, this invasion commenced 8 years ago when Russia backed separatists, so-called, in eastern Ukraine and deployed advanced weapons systems across its border. We in Australia know that because on the 17th of July 2014, a Russian surface-to-air Buk missile brought down Malaysian Airlines MH17, a civilian aircraft, over eastern Ukraine, killing all 298 passengers and crew, including 38 Australians. Families in Australia, the Netherlands, Malaysia and other countries around the world continue to grieve, and yet Russia still has not accepted responsibility as the perpetrator of this atrocity. Ukraine's leader has stood firm in the face of Russian aggression, rallying his people through his presence and his words, supporting his military as they inflict significant losses on the invading forces. His energy, his determination, his advocacy for freedom against tyranny has inspired people around the world, and it is our great honour that he has agreed to participate in this event this evening. Please join with me in welcoming the President of Ukraine, His Excellency Volodymyr Zelenskyy.